Folks, when the Browns season started, I had a full head of hair. The Rizzo Show starts now.
MGM Northfield Park presents The Rizzo Show. And now, your host, Tony Rizzo.
Yeah, don't act like you don't know what a poop Sammy tastes like. You're a Browns fan, everyone. Welcome to the show. Andre Knott is with me tonight. Trey, missed opportunities in Denver. And, you know, if the Browns get blown out, they get blown out. But what happened today is really hard to swallow.
It's frustrating, Tony. We get into these games and we came into this season with so much happiness and wanting to see this team. And I got to tell you, every Sunday now at like 4:25, I'm nervous and not a good nervous.
The Browns are aging me, folks. This was a winnable game. And it all started, Andre, in the red zone. You know, inside the 20-yard line, you've got to score touchdowns, not field goals. The Browns were 0 for 4 again. And this is something that has plagued them all season long. And the amazing part is, Dre, last year,
they were the best.
Baker and this offense in the red zone was the best. What do you think is going on?
Well, as you know, the players call that zone, and I know you've heard from Bernie and others, they call that the green zone because that's where you make your money. And I think part of the problem right now is they don't know how to use the talent that they have. And I know losing the tight end early was a problem, but when you have number 80 and you traded for number 80, you feed number 80. He's only got like 4 throws all season long inside the 20 zone. I see that as an issue.
Well, it's not like he was open at the end of the game. Oh, wait a minute. He was. How'd you think Baker played today?
I thought he was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was great. He wasn't terrible, but you want him. He was the number 1 pick in the draft.
Right.
And I'm sorry that I put a little bit more pressure. My expectations are a little bit higher, but they are. And he's going against a guy that's never, and I know he didn't play against Allen, but he didn't look comfortable. And I think having that big-time receiver is hard for him. I think he's used to just going to whoever's open. But you got number 80 coming back, and you got number 13 coming back saying, I'm open every play, bro. Get me the ball.
Speaking of Allen, look at the quarterback stats today. Boy, the kid was impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't use, you know, he threw 20 times. He managed the game. But he threw 2 picks. But I thought he showed nice touch on the ball. The game didn't look too big for him. He did enough to win, and there you go. They've got a better record than the Cleveland Browns.
That's sad because they're not more talented or better than the Browns. But they're better today. I'm sorry. They're better today, and I shouldn't say that. But they simplified the game for him. And I think the Browns are at a point, and I'm with Riz. It's not time to fire the coach. That just takes us back. It's not going to happen. But I would take this from what we saw in Denver. Simplify things. They play action. They ran the ball, even when the Browns stopped it. And then they made the passes easy for the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
They didn't give him the whole field. They said, hey, 1 or 2 guys and get out of there.
Freddie, I know. What happened to you? What happened to the plays that we saw last year? You're getting too cute. You're getting too fancy. I agree. Simplify the game. You know, Nick Chubb's probably your best player on offense. Run the hell out of the kid. I know they ran him today, but again, this exotic offense that we're seeing it's too much right now for everybody. But I got to say this straight. I put the blame on this game for the defense today. I mean, they were gouged defensively. How do you let a guy who never started a game beat you defensively? Look at this. Where's the tackling from this team?
The tackling is awful. It's awful, and it's been awful all season. And because the offense has struggled, Tone, I think all of us, me included, we've allowed the defense to play like this all season long. Look at that. That's a tight end, people. 70-some-odd yards. You never see that. It's his first touchdown in his career. God bless him, but he'll never have an easier one. And then this. They keep Lindsey going for a while. Then he hits you with 40, and then 30. The guy looks like he's having a 100-yard game on like 4 carries. Tone. It's the defense against the run all season long has been BAD, but we're so consumed with the offense that we haven't been talking about.
Yeah, and you know, the Browns are too talented to be 2-6. They really are. Yeah. And when that comes down to coaching, it's the coach's job to get the best out of the players he has. Freddie Kitchens was blessed with a fantastic roster. And right now, at 2-6, he's not getting the job done. Freddie, I'm not here to run Freddie Kitchens out of town, but folks, let's face it, a veteran coach, what would the Browns' record be? How much of this is on John Dorsey, who hired Freddie Kitchens?
I think a lot of it is on him because Freddie is Freddie. It's not Freddie's fault. Hey, a year ago at this time, Freddie was still the running backs coach, just getting allowed to call plays. And look at other coaches that have been first-time head coaches that went from calling plays. Most of them, Tony, have had a couple years doing it. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we should feel bad for Freddie, but I feel like the guys upstairs put Freddie in a very difficult situation, and I don't want him fired. But I would have a conversation about, hey, let us take some strain off of you, Freddie. I know you like calling plays. I know you like to get
he's
the
adamant,
offense.
though. Dre, he is adamant about that.
At some point in time,
somebody's got to come down.
I can say, hey, man, I don't have a problem with you calling plays next year. But until we get a base of who we – because I would say if I'm Dorsey, and I'll ask you, what is our offense?
Yeah.
What's our best play?
It's a mess.
Who are we?
It's a mess right now.
There you go.
OBJ in the spotlight. I thought he had a good game today, but he was in the spotlight, Dre, because of his shoes. Look at the shoes that he and Jarvis
Landry
Landry
were clown shoes and gold shoes. I mean,
shoes.
Look, I like having swag. I'm all about. Hey, OBJ is one of the most popular guys in the world, right? Look, those are the black ones. He had them with his name on it, but he had to wear clown shoes. I'm sick of it, Tone. I've had it up to here. Every week, it's the pants, it's the visor, it's the shoes. Every single week, just catch the ball and play. Why do we have to go through this? Don't we have something more? Don't we have something better to worry about? Our two best wide receivers are having a fashion show, Tony. We're 2 and 6.
Those are clown shoes, bro. They should be more concerned about other stuff. I understand the kids want to look sharp and all that. OBJ is a fashion play kind of guy and everything. But the season you're having right now, when you're 2 and 6 and 2 and 5, this isn't the stuff you do. That stuff when you're in the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, what is tonight's Merriman play of the day? Well, the Browns still had a chance to win this game, Dre.
I got to see this. We went back and forth on this.
Here we go. 4th and 4. Odell Beckham Jr. is open, but Baker throws into double coverage.
And now after the game,
underneath.
Baker said they had a good play lined up. He liked that play. I see 2 defenders crossing each other, and I know we're going to see something here coming up.
Yeah.
And this, to me, is why the offense has problems. You got to throw it. You see that left hand? Lead that man to the back of the end zone.
I would just chuck it up to him whenever he wants.
Give me a 50-50 ball.
That is our Merriman play of the day. Make Tom's team your team for Merriman Legal. Time now for the Rizzy recap. When you're kicking field goals and they're scoring touchdowns, that never works. Yeah. I thought there was a little defensive shame today. I know Coach Wilkes cannot be happy with his game plan against a quarterback and making his first ever start. Andre, are the Browns done at 2 and 6?
I don't want to hear anything else when I turn your show on tomorrow morning about the schedule for the last 8 weeks. They got to play the Steelers twice in 3 weeks.
Now we're the easy team on everybody's schedule, right?
What do you mean? What do you think people are saying?
The Dolphins won today.
Yes, they did. They only got one more win than us.
That's right.
And they're trying to lose, people. So, no, we're not done because I can't give up, and I'm Northeast Ohio all the way. And I feel like they can still get hot. Now, you can slap me and call me stupid next week or the week after. Buffalo comes next week?
Yep.
Then you get Pittsburgh.
Beat them at home. All you got to do is win a game.
We need a win.
Win a game. But I got to admit, I'm very disappointed and very frustrated at the way this season. Maybe we were wrong putting all the expectations on a young team with a first-year head coach who hadn't played together a lot. Right. I mean, you're seeing the growing pains.
Can I throw
right
one other thing in quickly? Yep. You know, in OTAs, and we were saying, it's okay, OBJ, let him go travel. And I'll admit, I was cool with it. Hey, we got a great guy. But sometimes I watch this offense, and you ask me that question, and I see little timing things off. When do you work on that type of stuff?
All off season, and I hope they're going to be working all off season. Coming up, the Browns still looking for. They're going to get a little boost next week. Stay with us. Call in the cavalry. We need help. Can Kareem Hunt tackle? Welcome back, everybody, to the Rizzo Show. It's a big week for Browns running back Kareem Hunt. Not only is he allowed back in Berea, but he'll be now prepping to play a game. He's been working out for a couple of weeks straight. He's going to come back and play the Bills. Now, Andre, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing?
Don't be mad at me. It's a bad thing.
Why?
Because he's one of the best running backs in the NFL. He's one of the best guys. You know, he's the closest, in my opinion, to, I want to say, LaDainian Tomlinson, Marcus Allen, because he can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can give you all these other things. And heck, Freddie wasn't using the best back in football, Nick Chubb, most of the game today. So maybe he was getting Chubb ready to sit down on 3rd and 1. I don't know. But I'm worried that we haven't found an identity with OBJ and with my man Jarvis on the other side. And now you're going to bring in another guy that needs the ball to be great?
All right, we'll cross our fingers on that. Andre, are you surprised Josh Gordon keeps getting jobs? He went to the Seahawks, picked him up after the Patriots cut him and said his work ethic was a little bit in question. Were reports coming out of Boston?
Yeah, I saw that. No, I'm not surprised at all. He's got so much talent. When you see 6'5" that can run a 4.40, hey, people, let's be honest. When you're the 1%ers, you get treated a little bit differently than most. But I got to tell you, Seattle, for Josh Gordon,
he didn't look the same, though, Dre, in New England this year, right?
He didn't.
Did he look a little older? Did he look a little slower? I don't think he looks the same. I know everybody's living on that big year he had for the Browns. That was 6 years ago.
Think about that. That was 6 seasons ago, and when he hasn't played that much, and I know he works out and all that other great stuff, Tone, but it's the difference between playing year in and year out, and if he doesn't have that top gear, then he's just another guy, right?
But you know, every team though in the league thinks, you know what? We'll get him in here.
Pete Carroll's got him, baby. Come on, it's
I'll
Pete
take care of
Carroll.
Josh Gordon. Don't worry about it. Other NFL news and notes. No.
Come on.
How are the Steelers?
Because Vanderjack. How's Vanderjack doing that?
Vinatieri.
I'm sorry.
Listen, Dre, the Steelers, I got to give Mike Tomlin credit.
Yeah.
They don't have Ben Roethlisberger. Somehow they're 4-4.
They didn't have Ben Roethlisberger. They didn't have their starting running back today. You know what? They have a culture. And I hate using that word and throwing it out there. I hate the Steelers. But they have a culture of who they are and what they are. They stand for something.
I know what they are, and I can't say it on
Don't
television.
you do it right now.
Enough football, please. Let's talk food.
Yeah.
Dre, you know I love food, and you know I love me some barbecue. But look at this.
What do you got?
The infamous Joey Chestnut.
He took it to the barbecue?
Won a barbecue contest in Austin, Texas. He ate 27 brisket sandwiches in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yes, 27 brisket sandwiches. This guy can eat anything. But Dre, can I say?
Look at his face.
Yeah, but I can't watch this.
I was at one.
I love good brisket.
Me too.
I'm not going to eat it like that.
I want to savor it.
Did you ever go to one of those?
I've gone to one down in Texas. We were in San Antonio for a spring training game 2 years ago. And you know what happens? I'm over on the side. I'm trying to be the cool guy. I got my shirt on. I'm going to report on it. And the camera pans over to me and my face goes. Oh. And they're like, we can't run that. And I go, why?
They got to have the water.
Yeah.
They make the hot dogs look disgusting.
And they just throw it in. You're a special person to do that because that's not natural. That's not how I like to savor my food. I want to get the barbecue sauce and put it in there. I don't need all that.
Speaking of food, did you see the Vikings? Stephon Diggs had pregame cleats on.
Oh, I love my chicken from Popeyes.
He was propping Popeye's chicken sandwich. Now, I haven't had one, but I heard it's one of the best in America.
All right.
How about that? You think Popeyes will be sending him some gift certificates?
Do you think?
Look at the Popeyes chicken.
Hey, look at that. That is awesome.
Now, those are pregame.
Now,
though.
you know, yes.
He didn't wear those in the game like our guys.
Oh, of course, our guys would have. Now, I will say this. You know how the guys call it trolling?
Yeah.
This is trolling at the highest level, people, because you told me off the air that this sandwich we've been told is better than our favorite place right now, Chick-fil-A.
Right.
What day is it Chick-fil-A open, Riz?
Sunday.
And what day did Popeyes decide to put the sandwich
Sunday. That's marketing. Give him credit.
Yeah.
All right, coming up. Don't go anywhere. We're going to spin the wheel, kids. We got to have fun after a disappointing day. Stay with us. Hey now. All right, Andre, we're going to spin the wheel. Here's the deal.
What you got?
Andre and I have no idea what's going to pop up here, so we're going to just say whatever on the top of our head. But no Browns. Browns Freewheel.
I like it, baby.
Lindor to L.A. Now, this is your wheelhouse.
We got to start here.
It's your wheelhouse.
All right, get used to it, Cleveland. This is what we're going to deal with. We dealt with it last offseason with Kluber and Bauer's name. I don't think he's going to get traded, but I'll say this, Riz. If he's going to get traded, they better take all that L.A. has in their farm system. I mean, I want the best A guy.
Odds he finishes next year with the Indians.
Yeah, I would say 2-1. I say he's going to finish the season with the Indians. I
Okay.
do. I really do.
Okay.
But if they do, if I'm listening to you on the radio, it better be with the Dodgers, and I want their top 3 guys, and I can be okay with it.
Roll it, baby. Roll, doggy.
What do we got?
What a series. What did you think of the World Series?
I didn't think there was a team in the world that could beat the Astros in a 7-game series, beating Verlander and Cole. The Nationals deserved it. I think the one thing, and look, we're not the Nationals because I look at it from our perspective, but our starting pitching tone gives me a hope that we can have a run like that.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not going to say if we lose Lindor, it's like losing Bryce Harper.
See, I think it's good. I think it's good for us that they were not the best team in baseball by far, but they got hot at the right time. That's how you win a World Series.
Right.
Next, roll that wheel. Here we go. Cavs. Hey!
Yeah!
Hey, the Cavs don't look half bad, baby.
No.
Dre, what do you think of the young Cavs, John? Beeline, a new look.
I like Beeline. What I like, you bring up the youth, and the youth is fine. I've been impressed that the two older big men are playing so doggone hard.
Right.
They're making those young cats play the way they need to play.
Those guys are champions.
They are. And you know what? I thought about that about Tristan Thompson the other night. And shout out to Dan Gilbert for giving Kobe Altman the contract. I can't believe he's the first GM to get a second round to go. But if Dan goes with it, it's a young GM that gets where they're at right now.
Roll it, baby. Roll that wheel, doggy. Where are we at?
Oh, boy. Oh. This is a low blow.
Now, do you believe that the world is flat?
No, I do not. The studio is flat.
Look, Kyrie's moody. Guess what? I'd take him back here right now. He's a hell of a player. Guys, gals, the kids today, they're a little different. That's right.
I agree with you. I would drive to Brooklyn and go get him right now.
Yep.
His talent outweighs it. You deal with the moodiness because of it.
I agree, but he's lighting it up so far.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they get KD, they could be really scary, that Brooklyn team. Away we go. I think, how many more?
Where are we? Yeah.
1, 2.
El DeBarge.
Oh, poor Steph. We nicknamed him El DeBarge. Actually, one of my callers, Dale in Cleveland, nicknamed him El DeBarge. What a blow for the league. I'm not a Warriors fan, but I like him. I think he's good for the league. A lot of kids love to watch him play. That's not good for the league.
Yeah, you just said something. I remember growing up in the Mark Price years, and I know you were able to cover him. And Mark Price was cool for me because you could actually kind of look him in the eye. He wasn't with his 6'8" guy.
Sure.
Stuff is kind of the same.
Sure.
And I'm glad you said it that way.
Yep.
I get in Cleveland, we have these, but the guy's a great ball player.
Right.
You know, like, and I don't like that.
We're missing him and Durant and Clay. That's not
good for the league.
That's not good. All right, Nick.
What do we got?
Oh, college football. Are the Buckeyes the best team in the country?
Absolutely.
Why are we not number one?
Because those SEC honks are going to tell you all about Georgia, Alabama, and LSU. Just let us in there and let us go play somewhere that's even, all right?
Yeah, and you know what else, Dre? Those kids never play in weather.
No,
Never.
Right.
Even the CFP playoff is in a dome all the time for optimum. I'll tell you, the Buckeyes are great. I love them. I think it could be a special year. I expect them to go to the playoff.
You know what I do want, though? I would love to see Joey Burrows. Him and bring it LSU, and I'd love to see Ohio State and LSU.
Right.
That kid busted his tail. He never got a chance at Ohio State. His dad coached down in Athens in Ohio.
He's looking real good.
He looks
at
great.
LSU.
That would be great.
All right, by the way, the first rankings will be out on Tuesday. One more? Do we have one more? One more.
What? National Sandwich Day.
When is that? Oh, today.
Oh, look at the Riz. What sandwich is that, bro? What is
God
that?
knows. I did 500
Look at them all. What is that?
Dre, those are I did 500 cheesesteak, baby.
Good.
Look at that.
Steak? That's your favorite sandwich?
Oh, we love a good sandwich. I eat anything. I have Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
I think we're going to get one. We might have to do that.
Corned beef. Oh, I got to go Jack's Deli. That's for me on the east side.
That's good stuff.
God, how many Riz on the roads have we done?
That looked like
we don't do them during football season, but we'll start again in January.
One thing I want to get in real quick. Shout out to Francisco Lindor.
Yes.
Roberto Perez.
Yes.
Both Gold Glove guys for the Indians this year.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
They deserve
Where
it.
you got to be strong in baseball.
That's right. Up the middle. One of my favorite spots for a sandwich, though, is MGM Northfield Park. Let's see what's happening.
Hello, Cleveland. My name is Chrissy Seba here at MGM Northfield Park, the luckiest place to play in town. Here to tell you about some of the exciting promotions and offers we have here. Check it out. Win 9 cars in 9 days at MGM Northfield Park. This November, visit MGM every Tuesday and Saturday to win a brand new Mercedes-Benz luxury SUV. Earn 3 times bonus entries on Thursdays and Fridays and activate your entries the day of the drawings at your favorite VLT machine or kiosk. As an M Life Rewards member, when you card in, you win. Every day from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m., lucky random VLT banks will be selected to win prizes, including tickets, dining offers, and more. Active and retired military service members are invited to enjoy a free buffet meal on November 11th for Veterans Day. MGM salutes you for your service. Celebrate New Year's Eve on December 31st at Center Stage with Bruce in the USA. Drink champagne and experience the #1 tribute show to Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band before ringing in the new year at midnight. Take a Vegas vacation without leaving the state. MGM Northfield Park, Las Vegas is here.
I love it. Andre and I are talking during the break, and they're literally screaming in our ear. Quiet. All right, so here we go. Don't forget, stay tuned for our good friend, Big Chuck and Little John. Boy, do we need to laugh tonight. They're coming up next. All right, Dre, how many days till spring training? No, I'm only kidding.
No.
Browns done, 2-6. What do you think?
They're done. They're not a playoff team. But look at the AFC North, Rizzy. I mean, I thought 9-10 wins would be this year. If they can get to 8, they would have to, go 6-2 in last
How
8?
have we only played one division game? It's November.
I know.
We've only played one division game. I guess from that perspective, we're
in it. Because Baltimore's got a tough one, as we know, we're going on right now.
Right.
You look at the rest of them, you can't beat Pittsburgh twice.
Browns are about to do their own version of spin the wheel, folks. What the last half of the season is going to turn into, right? Dre, thank you for being here. Always a pleasure. Thank you for being here as well. I know it's an hour later.
Right.
Like, we're really tired tonight. Fall back. Good to be alive. Good night, everybody.